Factoring a quadratic expression with the leading coefficient greater than 1. So here are three expressions. They're all quadratic in form. They all look like ax squared plus bx plus c. Unfortunately, the greatest common factor between all three of these terms is just 1. So that's not going to be very useful when the instruction says break this into factors. Okay, our goal is to try to break this product into factors. Since the degree is 2, we're going to actually assume that we could break this up into exactly 2 factors. So we're going to just do trial and check method. So first write parentheses, and we're going to unwrap the FOIL method. So let's try 2x here and an x here. And now we got to play around with the factors of 24 that will help us make 13. So just take some educated guesses. Try 8 here, 3 here, and then put a plus and a minus here. And see what happens. Now, this process is not over unless you actually check. So make sure you check your factors. So the first position, 2x times x, is 2x squared. The outside position, 16x. The inside's minus 3x. And the last is minus 24. That does check. So, you've written the product into 2 factors. The first factor is 2x minus 3. The second factor is x plus 8. Let's try the next one. Once again, the GCF of all three of these terms is 1. So that's not very useful. Let's assume that we could break this into exactly 2 factors, or 2 binomials. Why don't we try 3x here and 2x here? And now we got to play with factors of 5. And we got to put the 5 in a place that would help us make 11. So if I put 5 here and 1 here, doesn't look like I can get 11. I could either get 13x or I can get 7x, but it doesn't look like I can get 11. So I'm going to cross this out. Let's try again. Let's try 6x this time and an x. And let's play around with factors of 5 that would help us make 11. So let's put a 1 here and a 5 here. And let's see what our signs. Let's take an educated guess. Let's try that. And let's make sure we check. First position, 6x squared. Outside, minus 6x. Then minus 5x. And then plus 5. It does check. So when it checks, then circle your 2 factors. First factor is 6x minus 5. Second factor is x minus 1. Let's try the next one. Equals. Put parentheses. Educated guess on the first position. So why don't we try 7x, 2x. And somehow we need factors of 5. And we got to place the 5 and the 1 strategically. That would help us make the 3 in the middle. So put a 5 here and a 1 here. And then do the signs. So we need to make a negative 3x. So why don't we try subtract 10x. And then what do we have? We put a plus there. Well, let's check it. If we're not sure, we just gotta complete this process by checking. So we have 14x squared plus 7x minus 10x minus 5. That checks. That is what we want. If you don't believe me, we could write another step. That really checks, right? Over here, this really does check. Yeah. So if it checks, circle your 2 factors as your final answer.